Hey there all, let's talk 80s horror. Let's talk underrated 80s horror. See, when I was at my dad's, I got this. I'm very stoked about getting this, by the way. But it got me to thinking. I was going to do a video last night, and I just watched a couple movies, and it was kind of tired. I watched Lovelace, The Purge, and maybe I'll talk about them another time. I'd just say neither one really blew me away. And Purge had such promise too. Plot was. But anyway, 80s horror and underrated stuff. There's a lot of great channels I've been watching lately, and I'm going to do a new Shadow video actually pretty soon, just to update people on some of the stuff that I've been watching. And in case you haven't subscribed to these people yet, then I'll do a shout out because there's some really great channels on there, and some of the guys know who they're going to be already because I've shouted them out before. But a good shout out bears repeating, especially if you just came into this channel right now and with contests coming up recently and stuff like that. Thursday you're going to get like firm details, hopefully, on the contest there. So an end date and kind of like what the prizes are exactly. And there's some pretty cool stuff. Just to let you know, I guess there will be some stuff that's going to be like maybe some Amazon type thing. And there's going to be some DVDs that are coming right out of my own collection that are pretty, well, hopefully I think are pretty cool and kind of rare stuff. But anyway, let's get back to this. And we're going to talk about a couple of these films here. There's a couple of these here are actually I would consider classics, and to be honest with you, I don't think they get enough credit. And Waxworks is definitely on that list. Waxworks had Zach Galligan. Now, Zach Galligan, you may remember from Gremlins, and more recently in Hatchet 3 as the sheriff. But a young Zach Galligan, actually playing a teenager, acts in Waxworks, which is directed by Anthony Hickox, who you'll probably remember for directing. I think he directed one of the Hellraiser movies. Yes, I'm pretty sure he did. And if my computer was working, I would put it in a thing down below. But may have been part 2 or 3, but let's just say he directed a Hellraiser movie right now, and you guys can fill it in the comments. But Waxworks is a kind of a cool movie. Basically, you go into a Waxworks type place, and they have all these like villains. They're like Dracula and the Wolfman, Jack the Ripper type of thing. There are 2 of these, so I can get these mixed up a little bit. So I apologize if I have. And basically, you get sucked into the different like Waxworks displays. The different people do, and you get killed and taken out by in different ways with the Dracula and guys like that. And there's some great actors in this as well. Deborah Foreman, Michelle Johnson were some of my beautiful, like kind of like screen queens at the time. Patrick Penny and David Warner are in this film as well. Some nice cameos. Just really worth picking up just for this movie alone. Waxworks is actually an incredible film. The second one I got to put on this list is Chopping Mall. Now, Chopping Mall is a particular favorite of mine. It was actually so much of a favorite that when Chopping Mall actually went into that gray zone of ability to buy, I almost pulled the trigger and bought the rights to this film. Unfortunately, I didn't, and well, it's here right now. But it's a Jim Wynorski film, actually when Jim Wynorski was actually making decent films before he had to pretty much forcibly make the stuff he makes now, like The Bear Witch Wench Project and stuff like that. But this had some decent actors in it. I had Russell Todd, who was kind of like a fave soap star, but you may remember him from Friday the 13th Part 2. That's kind of that dark-haired, pervy guy that's like snaps the girlfriend, the jean shorts girl. But he gets the upside-down kill. But he was Jamie in Another World. I'm a soap opera fan. Tony O'Dell, who was probably best known at the time for starring in a series called in a series called Head of the Class with Howard Hessman, who would later go on to be with Billy Connolly, and John Chalesky, who done a lot of the Sword and Sandals movies and stuff like that. Paul Bartel, of course, and Corman mainstay Dick Miller's in here. So definitely worth checking out. Other ones that I picked up, I'm not sure if this is going to go into 2 videos or not, but Pieces. Pieces was a film made in 1982. And it's not brain surgery, guys. But it is a fun little film. I mean, any movie that starts with a little kid that's doing a nude, like a jigsaw puzzle, whose mother breaks the puzzle and causes him to, well, kill his mom because of it. It's yeah. The ending to this movie. There are just so many of these like scenes in this movie where you're like, seriously? It's pretty sleazy. It's pretty fun, and there's an elevator scene here that you're not going to believe, and the ending is another one of those what the scenes. Reminiscent. I don't know, maybe something like that. I'm going to break this into 2 because I got talking to those longer than I planned on it. But Pieces is a really fun movie. You find this a lot on like those low budget box sets and stuff like that. But if you really want to get this movie, you want to get it right, this is the only way to go about getting it. Pieces is a really cool movie. This is the Arrow video release. I highly recommend it. There's some really great stuff on this one here. You'll spend hours just getting through these special features alone. And of course, this one has the double covers and the reversible cover, awesome stuff, and poster and a great booklet. I'm going to put this one up right now, and then we're going to go to the second part of forgotten, cool 80s horror movies, stuff that's underrated. Hopefully you like this. I want to get back to horror because I've swayed off into like doing some of these shows, basically show my collection. I haven't got a lot of comments on those actually, unfortunately. I'm surprised. So I'm going to not finish my collection showing right now. I'm going to do that later on. And kind of get to the horror stuff that started getting me the watchers in the first place, I guess. So we're back to horror and back to the cheesiness. Hopefully you guys like that. And get ready for a part 2.